Security Forces Squadron. Today, me and some of my coworkers are going to be going over the things that security forces do as a career field and some of the things that we do on a day in, day out basis. A really big part and one of the main things you may think of when you think of the security forces career field is being a patrolman. So let's go a little deeper into what it means to be a security forces patrolman.
I'm Staff Sergeant Childers, a 374th Security Forces patrolman here at Yokota Air Base. Patrolmen are the ones that you see on a daily basis enforcing traffic laws, as well as responding to emergencies and protecting the installation. One of the most important jobs that you may not see on a daily basis is the role of the Base Defense Operations Center controller. They are tasked with receiving 911 phone calls, as well as dispatching patrols to emergencies and knowing what and where their patrols are at any given time. Lastly, we will discuss the roles and responsibilities of an alarm monitor. An alarm monitor utilizes the base camera system to provide 24/7 day and night surveillance of the installation perimeter as well as the flat line. Not only that, but they ensure only authorized personnel have access to alarmed facilities housing classified and sensitive assets.
As a security forces member, not only do we do law enforcement and patrolment, but we're also security for all the Air Force's protection level resources. This includes things such as nuclear weapons, the presidential aircraft, and all our other assets for the U.S. Air Force. Being a certified security forces patrolman means that we need to be certified on all our weapon systems. This includes our less than lethal weapon systems, which include our expandable baton, OC pepper spray, and our taser. So here's a little bit of training that we do on those.
Lady ushers, push that head ushers. Lady ushers. Direct those punches.
Oh.
Get on the ground!
Oh.
OC.
Yeah.
Flutter your eyes.
Oh man, you got it.
Get down! Get back! Get down! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Oh, God. Get on the ground!
Control Police 1, OC needing medical assistance.
Taser.
Since all security forces members are trained and qualified to shoot and carry firearms, we also have to train and qualify on our use of force. Our use of force is what we use to determine whether we use no weapons, less than lethal weapons, or lethal weapons. A little thing that we use to practice that is what we call the Milo system. This is a virtual screen in which we can practice shoot, no shoot scenarios, where there's a scenario on the screen and we can determine whether we need to use force on that individual or if we can talk them down. Here's a little insight on that.
No, I just thought I was going to take the loss of my family. Well, I don't know. Oh, I got it.
One of the really cool things about being in the security forces career field is that we have two different shred outs that you can go into. One of them is canine handling and the other is CADM. So here's
I'm Sergeant Wolf, 3rd Security Forces Combat Arms, and we're going to talk about some of the weapons the U.S. Air Force uses to protect their installations and their assets. So first one we're going to talk about is the M4 carbine with a 203 grenade launcher. So a lot of people know about the M4 carbine, but what the 203 grenade launcher attachment allows people to do is to use low velocity grenades to take out any kind of threat from a platoon-sized group of individuals or a light armored vehicle. Okay, moving on from that, we're going to talk about the M249 squad automatic weapon. It's a 5.56 machine gun. It uses 200 round belts or 30 round magazines in order to lay continuous 5.56 fire to suppress groups or disable enemy vehicles. Now, if the 249 isn't good enough, we're going to go ahead and move up to the M240 Bravo, which is a 7.62 machine gun. This one uses 100 round 7.62 belts. This can take out any threat from armored personnel to light armored vehicles or light armored aircraft. It's a very impressive weapon. It's been around since the 1950s and very dependable, used by a lot of NATO countries.
Thank you guys for listening today, and I hope you learned a lot about the security forces career field. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us.